good afternoon, good evening, good morning, whatever time you're seeing this video. I hope you're well. Wanted to pop in real quick today and just remind everybody that we are really and truly responsible for our own attitudes, for our own lives, for our own outcomes. There are obviously going to be extenuating circumstances out there. There's always going to be what I call the meteor that comes in and hits your earth or whatever it is going on in your life, these uncontrollable things that you have no control over. But at the end of the day, even how we respond to those asteroids, it's really up to us. Our mental state, our positive state of mind or negative state of mind, it's on us. How these external factors that come into our lives impact us, it's on us. Again, I'm still doing that 75 hard challenge, and it's really it's reminding me of that specifically, that no matter what else is going on in my day-to-day, I have a choice of how I react, of how I respond, and really how I tackle these problems. Drinking a gallon of water a day. Could I do it in just a few hours? Yeah. Is it comfortable? No, certainly not. So I want to make sure that I'm spacing that out properly. The other day I said that I had this flat tire. And so that was that external asteroid coming in, and I forgot to bring my water with me. So there was a 4-hour period where I didn't have that water on me. That was something that wasn't under my control, and I just simply made a mistake and forgot. Having to work out twice a day, even though they are just walks. This morning, I had my son, so I didn't wake up super early and go post with my F3 guys. I ended up waking up around 6:30, which for me these days is late, but I had to then figure out, okay, where am I putting these walks in? And kind of understanding that I have to read these 10 pages every day and drink my gallon and do my 2 workouts and stick to my diet. It's a matter of scheduling, but again, these asteroids come in and they can cause havoc. So it is good to have a plan, but at the same time, you are the master of your own destiny. No matter what's coming in and impacting you from the outside, you've got to figure out how to call audibles. You've got to figure out, how to master these little stepping stones that come at you. At some point, I think that I did a video a while back about being stalked by a bear in the woods, and it was a scary story. I'll look and see if I can find that and link it in the description at some point. But the lesson that I learned from that was we were being stalked, my girlfriend and I were being stalked by a bear. We got stalked for about an hour. She was in front of me. I was taking up the rear, the 6, if you will. And I remember I kept telling her to just look at the rock in front of you, look at the rock in front of you. We had trail marks, we were on a designated trail, and there were blazes that we were following. But really looking at those blazes very quickly, for the most part, we were looking straight down at the rocks in front of us because it was a relatively treacherous path. It wasn't just an easy, we're on some gravel road. Like we were deep 4 or 5 miles into a 9-mile hike. And so really that next rock, that next obstacle was what we had to concentrate on. And I've kept that lesson throughout, ever since that. Whatever that next rock is, you've got to tackle that rock. And sometimes, she actually tripped and she hurt her ankle pretty badly. And so we had to kind of modify our pace a little bit. And there's always going to be those asteroids that come in from outside, and we need to figure out not only emotionally how we're going to handle whatever that is coming in, but physically tackle those problems as they come up. You are the creators of our reality. Day by day, hour by hour, and ultimately at the end of our lives, we'll look back and we'll see, were we the ones that kind of directed and shaped and molded our lives to how we wanted it, or do we allow these external asteroids to really determine our circumstances ultimately? And hopefully we learn sooner rather than later. I'm 41 and I wish I would have known these things 10, 20 years ago, but hopefully we understand that it truly is up to us internally, in our hearts and in our minds, how we tackle these external problems, overcome them, and keep going. Bear Grylls, right? What did he say? Adapt, improvise, and overcome, or something to that effect. So with that, be strong, be able, be well. If you got something out of this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. leave a comment. Let me know, what was your bear moment? Have you ever been stalked by a bear, figuratively or literally? And how did you overcome these obstacles? How do you overcome these obstacles day by day? What's a favorite quote of yours? Be a little interactive here. Let's see. All right, guys, thank you so much. Be well.